Ever pondered how vast the universe is and how tiny we are in the grand scheme of things? Imagine Earth as a single grain of sand. Now think of a beach extending 7 miles in each direction. This vast expanse of sand is the universe, and we, on our little grain, make up an infinitesimally small part of it. Now let's talk numbers. Scientists estimate that the universe is around 93 billion light-years in diameter. That's mind-boggling, isn't it? But what exactly is a light-year? It's not a measure of time, as the name might suggest, but a measure of distance. It represents the distance that light, which moves at a staggering speed of about 186,000 miles per second, can travel in a single year. So let's put that into perspective. Light can circumnavigate our Earth not once, not twice, but over 7 times in just 1 second. Now multiply that by the number of seconds in a minute, minutes in an hour, hours in a day, and days in a year. That's approximately 6 trillion miles. That's 1 light year. And the universe? It's 93 billion of those light years across. It's so vast that even light, the fastest thing we know of, would need 93 billion years to cross from one end to the other. To say the universe is enormous would be an understatement. It's not just big, it's staggeringly, mind-bogglingly, unbelievably gigantic. It's so vast that it's beyond human comprehension. We as humans are used to dealing with distances we can see and travel, but the universe's scale is so far beyond that, it's almost impossible to truly grasp. Considering these figures, it's clear that we are but a speck in the face of the universe's enormity. If the universe is so massive, where do we stand in it with our solar system? Now that is a question that puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Let's start by imagining our solar system. Picture the sun, the planets, their moons, and everything else that orbits our star, all contained in this vast area of space. But how large is it exactly? If we were to compare the solar system to a coin, say a quarter, it would be quite a stretch to visualize, given the vastness of the universe. Now let's go a step further. Imagine that this quarter, our solar system, is nestled somewhere within the continental United States. The United States, in this analogy, represents our galaxy, the Milky Way. Yes, our entire solar system, the sun, the planets, and all their moons are equivalent to a single coin lost somewhere in the expanse of the United States. But wait, there's more. The Milky Way is just one galaxy among billions. Yes, you heard it right, billions. Astronomers estimate that there are about 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. Each of these galaxies is filled with millions, billions, or even trillions of stars, each potentially with planets of their own. Consider this. If each star in the universe had a grain of sand representing it, the amount would exceed all the sand on all the beaches on Earth. That's a lot of stars and, consequently, a lot of solar systems. So, where does this leave us? Our solar system, this tiny quarter in the vast United States of the Milky Way, is just one among a multitude of others within a galaxy. And our galaxy is just one among billions of galaxies scattered across the universe. In the grand scheme of things, it's humbling, isn't it? But it's also awe-inspiring. It gives us a sense of scale, a sense of our place in the cosmos. And it reminds us that despite our smallness, we are part of something incredibly vast and beautiful. Our solar system, with all its planets and their moons, is just a tiny part of the universe. We've seen our place in the universe and our solar system, but what about our home planet Earth? Imagine, if you will, a handful of marbles, each different in size. Our Earth, this massive sphere that holds everything we know, is akin to one of these marbles. It's not the largest nor the smallest, but a marble nonetheless. Consider Jupiter, the gas giant, the largest planet in our solar system. If Earth were a marble, Jupiter would be a basketball, dwarfing our home with its colossal size. Now think about Mars, our neighboring red planet. It's about half the size of Earth, akin to a smaller marble. Then there's tiny Mercury, the smallest planet in our solar system, barely bigger than our moon. It's like a pea next to our marble Earth. And let's not forget the gas giants Uranus and Neptune, each more than 4 times the size of Earth. They're like softballs next to our marble. But even with these size differences, it's worth remembering that all these planets, including our Earth, are just specks in the vast expanse of our solar system. Our solar system, in turn, is but a tiny corner of the larger Milky Way galaxy, which itself is a small part of the universe. This marble that we call home is our everything, yet it's just a tiny part of the solar system. If Earth is just a marble in the solar system, what does that make us? Imagine this: the Earth, a shimmering blue marble, vast and teeming with life. Now think of yourself on that marble. You're not even a speck. You're more like a particle of dust, an almost invisible entity, on the surface of this cosmic sphere. Now let's dive deeper. If you've ever held a marble in your hand, you've probably noticed that you can't see individual dust particles without squinting really hard, or using a magnifying glass. That's you, in comparison to the Earth. A tiny, almost imperceptible dust particle. But here's the thing. Even though we are infinitesimally small in the grand scheme of the universe, we hold a unique position. Our size doesn't limit our impact or the role we play on our marble Earth. Our actions, as minute as they may seem, can cause ripples across our tiny corner of the universe. We have the power to preserve, to destroy, to change. And it's not just about our physical actions. Think about our intellectual capacity. We, the dust particles, have managed to understand the universe to a certain extent. We've explored beyond our marble, reaching out into the vastness of space. Despite our minuscule physical size, our ability to understand and explore the universe proves that we are more than just dust particles in the wind.